friends, I'm Julie from Fitimize, optimizing your humanness, how you move matters, and today we're going to be doing a self-care movement flow. We're going to be going over some breathing drills, and we're going to do some myofascial release to release any of the tension that you may be harboring inside your body. We need to let that junk go. A rolling pin, if you have that in your house, or if you have a grid stick, fantastic. Go get a ball of some sort. If you even like a dryer ball will work. If you have a gut smashing ball, that's fantastic. And then my absolute favorite, your peanut. So if you have anything, if you have 2 balls, stick it in a sock. If you have one of the fancy tools, use that. But we're going to work on those just to release any of the tension that you have. But what we're going to start off with is your breath. Your breath is the anchor to all your movements. So if you haven't checked in with your breath today, well, we're going to do that right now. And if you already have checked in with it today, then fantastic. Then your score is going to be a little bit better on your BOLT test. What is a BOLT test? It's a breath oxygen level test. And what we do is we're going to assess how long can you hold your breath without, it's not a maximum breath hold. It's how long can you hold your breath until you feel the urge to breathe again. So what this is going to do is it's going to assess how well are we at the beginning. So what's our stress level essentially at the beginning. And then we're going to do some movements, some breathing drills, and then we're going to retest at the end. Okay, you ready for it? So I got my trusty stopwatch here. So how it works is that I'll just tell you what to do first and then we'll do it together. Okay, so you're going to inhale through the nose and then you're going to just exhale softly through the mouth. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pinch your nose. Okay, and then what I want you to do is you're just going to hold your breath as long as you can, but if you feel the urge in your throat or in your belly like you have to breathe, then you're done. Okay, so it's not, like I said, it's not a maximum breath hold, but if you feel uncomfortable, you're done. Okay, and then we'll find out what your score is at the beginning. Okay, so go ahead and inhale, exhale. Okay, I'm at about 22 seconds. When you breathe in, you need to don't gasp for air. It's just fine, and then you can be able to talk and go normally. Okay, so at the start, I'm at about 22 seconds. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is a breathing drill and get into our myofascial release. So first one I wanna do is I'm gonna just do a diaphragmatic breath. Okay, so how I like to do this, you can sit or lie down is my preference because I like to touch the ground as much as possible because my brain feels safest here. So what I'm going to do is bring my arms above my head, place my lower back flat on the floor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, fill my diaphragm, and then I'm going to exhale all the air out of my cavity. Ready? And exhale. Okay, so 3 diaphragmatic breaths, exhaling as much air as you can from the diaphragm. That's how we're going to start. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go up and get right into releasing the bottom of the feet. Many of us wear toe coffins for way too long, so we need to help release the fascia from the bottom of your feet. So right now I'm just shearing, so I'm going across the top at the base of my foot, just going back and forth, putting pressure anywhere I can, and I'm going to go to the middle of my foot, shear it back and forth. This is really good for ankle stability as well. You see as I'm pushing my ankle to the floor, just go back and forth a few times, and then I'm going to place it on my heel. So I'm not standing up just because you won't see me in the screen. So here you can do this seated, you can do the kneeling, or you can do it standing, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? So if you find a tender spot, what you want to do is you're going to push down. So push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then if you can, wiggle the toes. So I can put some pressure, wiggle the toes a little bit. See if I can find another spot. Usually the middle is a tender spot. So it's actually connected to your liver. So we want to be able to help get some flow and open the meridian in that area. So again, shear it back and forth, move the toes up and down. Cool. All right. And then base of the toes, move those toes up and down. Okay. Let's go to the other foot. Back and forth. shear it first. So I definitely don't have as much mobility on this side, so that's something I have to keep in mind for when I get into the calf and the shins. Okay, and then I'm going to go side to side in the middle of the foot as well. And then let's do the heel. Keep my toes down, rubbing back and forth. Okay, and then I don't have any tension there, so I'm going to go back to the middle. I'm going to push down, go down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Holy, I got a cramp coming. I'm into something. Woo! Breathe. Move those toes. And then you can go to the base of the toes if you want. So see how my knee's over my toe? That's good too. Again, I'm working on ankle stability as I do this. 2 birds, 1 stone, you know, fantastic stuff. Okay, so that's for your feet. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we can use the same ball if you want to get into the calf. Okay, so calf, right at the base of the soleus here. So there's a nice trigger point here, a nice acupuncture point there. And what we're gonna do is just push down and step on the gas back and forth. Breathe. Focus on your breathing. Longer exhales, shorter exhales. Move the ankle around. So we're gonna do 3 breaths on each section. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the middle. Again, I'm gonna shear back and forth just to see if I have any tension here. I do feel something, so I just wanna give it some time, let my nervous system experience it and be like, okay, I need to let this go, and just say, I need to let go of that tension. I don't need to hold it anymore. It's not serving me. So I want to be able to have that movement in my foot so that I can do the things that I want to do later today. Okay, and now what you do is you're going to put it onto the shin here, the ball right at the base of the bone here, tib fib. Place your hand on top if you'd like, and then again, step on the gas, step off the gas. Just go back and forth. Again, focus on 3 breaths. Inhale. Move it all around. Awesome. You can go up and down if you want, but again, shearing is ideal if you have a tender spot or any tension that you're holding in that particular part of your body. Go ahead and release that. Okay, go ahead and go to the other side. So pushing the ankle down here. Okay, step on the gas. Find the tender spot. If you don't find a tender spot, just go up and find it. You'll find it. So again, like I said, so you see that calf muscle, it's just below that calf muscle. So hang out with it, inhale, and then push off. Awesome. Move that ankle around. You can shear it again. See if you have any tension that's not serving you not serving you right now. Go ahead and release that. Fantastic. Now let's go to the calf on the outside, tib fib. Okay, so right about there. Place my hand on so I can pin it. Again, so inhale, bring the toe to the nose, and exhale. And exhale. Lots of clicking in there as I move it around. One more time. Inhale. Good. I can shear it back and forth like so. Okay, you can go up and down if that feels good for you. Go with it. Just pay attention to what your body likes. Let your nervous system experience what's happening right now. The grid stick, you can just roll out the thighs. There's a lot of muscles. Here there's 4 muscles. Quadricep means quad. So there's 4 muscles here that we just want to, again, activate and get some blood flow to those areas. Find any tender, it's a lot harder to find any tender spots when you do this, but that's okay. We're just focus on circulation. We want to get the fascia moving. We want to get the circulation, the blood, all that stuff connecting, and just paying attention like, oh, do I feel anything tender? Do I feel any, is it sore? Is it tender? So if you're tender to the touch, just a little side note, that's a lymphatic problem. So we got basically think of a fish tank. Your fish tank's a little dirty. So we need to clean up that fish tank. And how do we do that? Well, sunlight, grounding, all the stuff I talk about, water, breathing, all those things will help you clean out your fish tank. Myofascial cupping, myofascial release. Okay, so that's good, but I'll also show you with the ball here. Okay, so we're gonna get right into the thigh, right on the inside of the knee here. I'm gonna start base of the knee, so I work from my ground up. So I'm just gonna hang out with here wherever I can in that position. So inhale, and then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Shear it. So bring my heel to my bum. I'm going to go side to side. Trying to move that ball right across all four of those muscles. Well, you won't be able to get all four. A couple of those muscles at least right now. So just going back and forth. Okay, then we're going to roll the ball up a little bit more on the thigh. I realize you may not be able to see this because I'm wearing, it's a gray ball and gray pants. But the idea is the ball is right in the middle of my thigh. I found a tender spot. So I'm going to inhale. I just bring my heel to my bum. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Notice my exhales are longer. Again, I'm going to shear, go side to side. Okay. If you have too much pain anywhere else, not in the thigh, then adjust your body. You should only be feeling some release from the thigh. So I'm going to go up to the hip now, right in the bottom of the hip bone. Try to release the hip flexor there. So hanging out, again, same thing. I'm going to bring my leg all the way up so I can get some good stretch. If I feel this in my back, I'm lifting my leg too high. Okay, so try to get comfortably uncomfortable. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so with this one, I like the hip does a lot of rotation, so I like to do this in rotation. Okay, so I want to be able to move around, not just side to side, but try to do some circles here. Just try to pin that hip down, release any tension you may have in the hip. Okay, go ahead and do the other side. So we'll start the inside of the knee, like so. Inside of the knee. Okay, turn my leg out slightly. Okay, ready? So straighten my leg out. And exhale. Good, bring it up and go side to side. Go across a few of those muscles. Okay, there's a lymph node right at the top of your knee. Ligaments, tendons, it's like the canal there. So it tends to get blocked. So if you have knee problems, we got to make sure that, remember that fish tank I talked about? We got to make sure that fish tank is clear. And so one of these, there's a canal here that can block you. So they may not be able to get good flow. So that's where you may be getting some knee problems from that. Okay, so let's go middle of the thigh. Start at the bottom, and come on up, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale. And out. Good. Up side to side. Try to get as many of the muscles you can here. So you may be a little bit more tender, more on the inside or the outside. That is definitely indicative of what's going on if you have hip pain or not. So that's okay, just something to be mindful of. But we're just trying to let the nervous system experience this so that we can make a change. That's what it's all about. Okay, up to the hip. Again, inhale, exhale. Remove that inflammation. The longer that exhale, the more forceful that exhale, the more you can pay attention, be aware. Release anything that's not serving you and bring it down. Good. So again, if you feel pain other than your hip, if you feel it in your back or something, then you may not be in the right position. You're more than welcome to do this against a wall or in a chair. So you don't have to be on the ground like I am. There's lots of options. So I'm just showing you like what works for me. But like I said, if you're not at the point where I'm at right now, that's totally okay. So you can also do it, like I said, you can do it against the wall. Okay, next one is the glutes. Glute piriformis. So piriformis, you're gonna sit straight on. Okay, so hands behind you. I like to go here. I'm gonna bend the knee and I'm gonna just drop it out. Drop it out. Drop it out. Okay, so we're gonna inhale, or sorry, I'll start out. And then blow out. Push your heel hard to the floor. Good. Turn to your side slightly. Little glute med action. Same thing. If you are going to kick it straight, leg straight, and bring it in. Okay. I'm going to start here. Bring it in. Cool. You come right down onto your elbow. Turn a little bit more. So now you're going to go TFL at the top of the hip bone. So you're right on the side. So if you see me here, right at the top of the hip. Okay, so I can put my knee on the ground, and again, I'm going to kick in and out, but I'm going to keep my leg bent just because. You can keep it straight, you can move it around, you can do circles, whatever you want. A lot of people have tension here. Again, if this is too hard, just imagine I'm on a wall, okay? So I'm just going to go vertical, okay? It works the same, okay? You're just not going to get as much pressure, like obviously gravity's pushing me down here. That's okay, it doesn't matter, work to your level, okay? So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep the heel pushing hard to the floor. I'm going to drop out, okay? And I'm going to breathe in as I go in, and I'm going to breathe out as I go out. So inhale. Okay, go to my side, turn slightly to the side here, and then I'm gonna go right underneath here, okay? So I'm gonna bring it and kick out. Okay, down to the elbow, turn to the side of the hip. Okay, you can see the ball slightly. So same thing, keep my hip. I'm gonna keep it bent. Breathe in and exhale. Awesome. All right, let's go to the gut. So if you don't have a ball, a soft ball, you can grab a towel or a pillow, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna lay it across your belly, okay? So I'll show you from a side angle. So we're gonna release the diaphragm here, okay? Hopefully you can see the ball stuck there. So 3 deep breaths. Hold and let it go. If you have tension, bring awareness to it. And then exhale and release it. Fantastic. All right. So let's finish up with the upper body. So I'm just going to rub my chest here. Okay. So you can tap if you'd like. I'm just going to rub my chest. So again, I can pretend this hand is the wall, and I'm just going to push, and then I can move my hand. Okay. That's how you do it. So that's how we use your breath and use movement to help move any tension that you have. So if you don't feel any tender spots, just go anywhere, but just add some pressure. So I can do this face down as well on the ground, but just easier if I move my arm and show you straight on. So okay, so lots of options there, all right? So make sure you take some time for the neck, rub up the neck a little bit, okay? So we can try to release any tension that you may have in your neck and the back of the head. Peanuts, place it at the base of your pants like so. You're gonna go ahead and lay down. Okay, I prefer to do my hands above my head like so, and I'm gonna take an inhale and breathe out. Just like the diaphragm breathing when we started. Okay, I'm gonna roll it up a little bit. I don't feel any tension there, so I'm just trying to find any tender spots. When I find one, then I'm gonna hang out with 3 breaths. Inhale, hold, release. Not feeling anything. Feeling pretty good today. Okay, roll it up a little bit more so you can see it's about mid-back right now. Just like so. Now I should feel something. Yep, I got something here. So I'm going to hang out here for a little bit longer, okay? I'm adding some movement with my legs just to loosen up the tissues. That's all I'm doing, talking to the nervous system. I can also do it with my arms as well. Whatever feels comfortable for you, okay? So go ahead and inhale and breathe out. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, again. Last one. Cool. All right, adding a little sound there. So I'm rolling up a little bit more. Now I'm right just above my shoulder blades. I feel a knot there, so I'm going to hang out here. So you can see I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my arms back. So again, I'm going to inhale. Okay, so there's just some examples of some sound breathing that you can mix in. If you don't know anything about sound breathing, I'll make another video about that. But I'm just showing you how you can combine the two if you're into sound breathing. And then finally, we're going to finish off with the occiput. So right at the base of the head here, and I'm going to go some yeses. I'm going to shake my head side to side, see if I can find any tender spots. Okay, and I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to take a deep inhale and let it go. Good, and I'm going to go to the other side. Inhale, push it. I'm pushing down into the ball. And then go to the center. I'm going to tuck in. Inhale. Cool. So that's the myofascial release. 3 breaths with each of them, and now we're going to read. Test score has improved. All right, so let's go ahead and give that a go. So you're going to inhale, exhale, $27. It improved. Awesome. So the idea would be to keep doing this as you feel tension or anything. So obviously this works and it improved by 5 seconds. That's fantastic. And that's all we have to do. If we keep practicing it, the more the nervous system will improve, and then we can work on some other drills to like sound breathing or some other breathing drills to help you improve the Bolt test score. Awesome. Glad that you're here. Thank you for doing this with me. I hope you feel a little bit better. Make sure you stay tuned for future videos from me to help you move and groove and live your best life. Thanks for being here.